Thank you. And I would take this opportunity to definitely make sure you guys are, at least realize, hey, where are we standing today? Okay. We are doing some academia exams, we are preparing for exams, we are giving some tests, we are doing some projects. Well, these are all great, but are you really doing what is required for industry? You do not know. But you can know, right? This is information, this is all available online. And if I'm not wrong, each one of you in your family have a person who is aware or at least experienced working in software industry. Am I right or wrong? Right? So you have resources. Is that right? You have resources to find what is required for the industry. Am I right? I mean, right or wrong? I don't know. Yes, right. So this is why, even though you have resources, you have all the ways of finding all this information, but still, here we are. You don't know. Am I right? So anyway, we don't have to dig deep into that, but at least I will give a shot at what we are doing in the industry, what happened so far since the beginning, or since, I would say 10 years, how the transitions happened in the industry, in the software industry, and in the companies, why they are moving towards AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning. What is that they are doing, and how that can impact the people who are freshly graduating out of the college. That is an attempt I'm trying to do here. So I'll give all that information in an orderly fashion, so that it makes you at least will realize, okay, I think I am here right now. I have a lot of gaps, and here is the timeline I have. Here is how I need to spend my time, so that I can be really ready for what is expected of me for the industries. Am I right? Cool. All the triggers. You know who did this? Who did this in the sense, like, are they engineering first year, second year, third year, or fourth year students? Can you guys guess who did that? And this is in the US. And this was nationwide. Can you guess, guys? Huh? No, 8th grade. 8th grade students have built this concept which has artificial intelligence, software, civil, mechanical, all these engineering things were put into the prototype and built all those things and presented it. That means that the reason I'm trying to explain why I did them and why I want to build a concept here is the people outside of our world are actually excelling by spending a lot of time in doing all these projects. But are we there yet is one question we need to ask ourselves. So here's what I want to try before I jump into the strategy of what an engineer in the first and second year, followed by third and fourth year, followed by the post-graduation they have to do in order to be ready for corporate work. So, you guys know what digital disruption means? You know what digital means? What is digital? Anyone? Is anyone named Archana here? Chandrika, do you know what digital means? Digital, any idea?
Technology, sir.
Maybe not. You have a book, right now?
Yes, sir.
Are you writing something in that?
No, sir, not yet.
But you usually write something, right? That is all data, right?
Yes, sir.
So when you want to refer, you go and open your book and read it, right? That is what previously everyone used to do, right? The accounts, everything was written in the books, maintained in the books. But later on, what happened? Everything was entered into the computer. Why? Yeah, go ahead.
By digitalizing the records, we can analyze everything in any time, sir.
Anytime is one flexibility, anywhere, right? Another flexibility, and anybody. Not just you, anybody can access it.
Yes,
So these are the three different kinds of flexibility company can experience. So which is why in company, right, you have different sectors, right? Company has HR, company has finance, marketing, technology or infrastructure team, and software team or hiring team. A lot of these teams are right. They all have data in internet. They don't maintain it in books, they all maintain it in electronic digital format. So with that, I moved away from book keeping to digitalization of the data, right? Which means that actually kicked off the existence of software engineering, correct? So that binary format can be deployed any other computer, any other machine, and it can be run, and it can be scaled, and it can be maintained easily, right? So that means every time you write some code, you build it, correct? You build it and you deploy it. Deploy it on some machines. This is a process you do for every change. You do that, right? This is a repetitive process. So, right, we need to put that software on some server to run it, otherwise no use, correct? So that is the continuous deployment. We use Kubernetes, right? Yes, these are the terms you need to make sure you are very much familiar, because this is the industry standard. We use it day in, day out, every time we make changes. Okay? So, I was talking about security, and then I said DevOps. Then what is the connection between these two? Nothing. So we equal to 1 point. So story points. So we create stories. What is story means? It is about a small pocket of work. Okay? A small pocket of work, hey, create this button, or add functionality to this button on the web interface, or create API on the back end. Okay, do these things, whatever it is. So we kind of break it down, a huge capability into small pieces of work, so that anybody in the team can pick that work during the sprint of 2 weeks and deliver it, right? So let's say in a 2-week sprint, how many days do we have? 14? Yeah. What if we don't work on holidays, Saturday, Sunday? 10 days, right? 10 days means 10 points, right? If I have 10 people in the team, how many total story points can we plan for a sprint? 100 story points, right? So the 100 story points is what we plan. That means we figure out the work first, break it down, and categorize. Hey, this is the scope of work, this is 3-point work, this is 5-point work, this is 2-point work. Likewise, we plan all of that. So, and what we do is we work towards delivering all of that between 1 to 2 weeks. So what we do at the end of the second week is we figure out, hey, I think we are able to deliver 80 points, 90 points, 100 points, or 110 points sometimes. We go up and down. When we go down, what is that we do? We retrospect. What went wrong? Why we couldn't deliver the 100% commitments? What happened? It could be holidays, it could be somebody taking unexpected time off, or somebody couldn't figure out certain things, the work was more than anticipated, all these things. Same thing you do in your exams, right? Hey, I think I know this question, but I mistakenly wrote something else, right? Or I was overconfident, or I did not prepare well. These are the kind of things. So this is the agile practice we deeply follow, we deeply believe, we deeply celebrate every 2 weeks. So sprint, agile methodologies is what industries follow. Okay? Any questions? No? Wow, I'm doing a great job there. So next, what is the next thing I have is in the industry. I'll get into the details of the industry and also the software as well, but what I want to step into is strategy. So I'm giving you all these tips, all this information, all these keywords, names and practices that we follow in the industry, right? But what if I say that these are only the processes we are following, or these are only the names or technologies we are using, but how would you gain the expertise? Have you guys done any project so far? 1 or 2 projects? Anybody say that? Or did you?
Keep on doing the code, having mistakes, but once in the previous one, when we have done changes, we want when I have done the previous change, then I go to GitHub and get patched up. So GitHub is used for the
Version management.
It's a version management team, sir. In a software engineering project, maybe there will be lots of employees doing the same project. If one person wants to, the other person making the changes, or I want to do previous change what I have done in my team, in my project, then we will be using GitHub and we will be posting our projects, everything in the GitHub so that I can have a sense that what has been taken my previous work.
Great job. Yeah, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Sheikh Fasya Banu, sir.
Pastor Banu, thank you very much. You really did it. Great job. So, GitHub is version management, whatever explained here. So, this is prominently used in our company. So, if I were you, I'd make sure I create projects and put in the GitHub because that is what you will.
Engineer leader in WHQ in Oregon on-site and other vast experiences too as Android mobile manager and coach, mobile game developer, Android mobile developer, PHP developer and software developer. Actually, sir's list has 12 pages, so it is very tough for me to sort out actually. So let me tell the skills of sir. He is skilled in agile and offshore software development model, digital transformation, skilled in industry standards, budget and schedule management, stressful situations, quality assurance, engineering leadership, SOAP, strategic problem by root cause analysis, product lifestyle cycle management, public speaking, strategic thinking and personality. Mr. Vasudeva Manepalli from Walmart, US to preside over the session. Please.